Speedrun Jam was the 45th 8-Bits to Infinity Jam, challenging participants to prototype a game with speedrunning in mind. Not necessarily an in-game timer or a focus on racing, but at least a clear beginning and end for players to time their runs. In these highlights, we'll look at the games that were submitted. Check the description for a link to the submissions list where you can try all the games yourself for free. Out of the Park by B-Bud puts you in the role of a tiny remote-controlled helicopter as you complete short quests in a small park. The game has a distinct Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 vibe and an interesting blend of objectives, plus a real sense of humor. Fulcrum Flood Escape by Meat of Meanness is a high-pressure puzzle platformer where you must push blocks and grab and throw spears, using them as platforms to progress. But you'd better go fast because the water is always rising. Nature Fix by Colin Kirkman is a die-and-retry platformer with a sprinkle of Metroidvania. Although unfinished, it's a nice prototype with fair but difficult platforming challenges and a small bit of exploration in the late game. In Dinner Time by Finale Shah, you explore a maze-like world to collect coins and find your way back home for dinner. Hex Map Generator by Show and Jasper is a proof-of-concept hex tile map generator. I'm hoping someday we'll see the mechanics because it looks pretty nice. Dash Bloom by Dan536361 is a third-person running game with some fun mechanics like bouncing platforms, wall running, and wind machines. Although a bit janky, especially with the wall run, it's pretty fun when you start going fast. Elemental Block Fighters by Touching Skies has you pit a fire, water, earth, or air fighter against all of the others, including a mirror match, where your only attack is well-timed strikes on a spinning wheel. The spinning goes faster every time you land a successful hit, but if you can manage several hits in a row, your damage increases. Nature's Wish by Travo Tavo is a brutal boss rush with 3 distinct playable characters and 2 unique bosses to fight. The Ants Go Marching One by One by Usual Turtle is a brief game where you dash to avoid and attack ants with the intention of infecting the queen. Kitty Saves the Animals by Dade is a platformer with short levels and a wall jump where you play a kitty and save animals. Kodachi's Kunai by Philippe Ishamin and Micah Karaman is a stealth platformer where the ninja is running constantly, tasking you with jumping and throwing kunai to climb walls, teleport, and sneak attack enemies to progress, using the mouse. Kabloom by Deccan is a puzzle platformer where you navigate a maze-like area to destroy control panels and unlock new areas, eventually finding your way out. Sherwoham Furlujetication by J. Yarhigai Miles is a speed typing game with a ridiculous unpronounceable word. It's quite straightforward, just type the word as fast as you can, but there's a variety of backgrounds to keep it from getting too tedious. Jump Up Joke by No Face is a tight platformer where one misstep can often send you all the way back to the beginning. The Nature of a Mouse by Delugi Paragon is an open exploration platformer where you must fend off slimes and bugs while searching for cheese, as a mouse does. A Spore Game by Vexagon Games is a monocolor platformer where you explore a large level to find and collect spores. Riptide Rush by Erebus, Angelalb, Squid, and Thome13 Maid has you navigating underwater coral tunnels as a squid. Use the currents to your advantage and avoid the spiky sea urchins to find shelter in the cave at the end of each level. And that's it! Congratulations to everyone who entered. Again, there's a link to the submissions in the description, so if any of these games look fun, go check them out and follow the developers on itch.io. Our next jam will be in September, so if you're interested in joining, check out the link to our open Discord in the description and join to discuss game development and catch announcements for this jam and other future events. Thank you for watching.